Hi everyone, it's Bree. If you've not seen me on YouTube for a while, then you probably don't know that I already posted another Aritzia haul right before this one, and I have at least 4 more to come right after this one. That's because I've lost 87 pounds since I was last on YouTube. So think of this video, the one before this, and the 4 coming up right after, as me replacing my entire wardrobe with tons of new pieces of Aritzia clothing. So you guys are gonna see just, I would say a little bit of everything, but you're gonna actually see a lot of everything. And this video and the ones to come up right after this one. So I'm really excited. Let's get started. Alright, first things first, we have the Wilfred Soloist top in the color light birch. About a month ago, I saw a woman wearing this in Central Park, the short sleeve version of the top, and it looked absolutely divine. But I have way too many short sleeve shirts. I mean, in theory, I'm actually rebuilding my wardrobe, so I don't have that many short sleeve shirts. Sorry about the noise. I live in downtown New York City, if you did not know. Anyway, in theory, as I rebuild my wardrobe, I have a lot of short sleeve shirts. I don't really know if I do or don't right now. But anyway, whenever I can find a long sleeve top that I like, I get it and I gravitate towards it. So that explains rebuilding my wardrobe with the Soloist top in light birch, because I'm substituting like a white top for the light birch. So this is going to be like my long sleeve v-neck sweater top with the sweetheart neckline. And I really love the show Married with Children from the late 80s, the early to mid 90s, and Kelly Bundy in her like later seasons of the show. I feel like she wore tops just like this, so this is very very in line with my 90s aspirations. Next, I have the Soloist top again, this time in black. So I was so inspired seeing the young lady in Central Park wearing this in the short sleeve version, and she looks so good that, by the way, she had a much bigger chest than me, so if you're worried that it's going to be an issue with the chest, she inspired me to get 2 of them. And even though this top, a lot of people complain that, oh, you know, if you have a bigger chest, they don't like it, she looked amazing and much bigger chest than me. So that to say, it'll look cute even with a larger chest. And if you're worried about where the bow is sitting on it, I don't think hers was sitting perfectly under. But by the way, in the 90s, that was actually something people would do. The bows and the sweetheart detailing like that. I wish I could think of this detailing that's happening right under the chest. Didn't always have to sit perfectly under it. That to say, people have done both, and you guys can feel free to do it as well. Again, I was inspired to get 2 of them, and it wasn't even sitting perfectly under her chest, because this top wasn't designed to do that if you have a larger chest. So on the theme of basics, I have the Contour. Let's see, this is the Contour New Crew in white, otherwise known as Blanc. That's what it says on the tag. It's just it is like a classic perfect white, stark white. And that to say, and I know this is really basic, that's exactly what I needed because I'm rebuilding my wardrobe. Normally, in fact, this is probably going to be the most basic thing that you see on my YouTube channel for a very long time, maybe a year or maybe even longer. I really don't want a lot of basics, because I think just a few is all you really need at this point. Maybe in the past I felt differently, but just one perfect little classic white t-shirt, maybe something similar in another color, in another fabric, you know, depending on the weather or what you're going to wear it under, but just 1 or 2 or 3 basic white t-shirts. If you guys see me doing too much of that on my YouTube channel, call me out. Please do. Please do. Let me know. Like, moving forward, refer me back to what I said here, okay? Next, we have the Contour New Crew in black. Okay, so I just showed you 2 black tops and 2 white tops, and these are the most simple, foundational pieces that you guys are going to see in my wardrobe. I actually have more to show you that I brought in addition to this, but that's the idea behind any white or black tops that I buy from now to the foreseeable future. This is because I'm really gravitating towards moving more towards color and less towards black and white. everybody on this planet who wants a black or white piece of clothing probably already has 20 of each, and I'm just trying to gravitate more towards color. But that to say, after losing 87 pounds, I didn't have any black t-shirts that fit, that were universal, so this is gonna be just absolutely perfect to have something universally that I can wear in every single way that you need to wear. A very basic, very, you know, blah black t-shirts. The contour fabric elevates it a little bit, and makes it, I know it's a black t-shirt, I know, I know. I feel like I'm trying to tell you guys that a black t-shirt, a black contour crew is something that it's not, and this is just I told you we were discussing basics, at least for now. Let's get into some fun stuff. Who am I kidding? A white t-shirt and a black one. Oop, my bad. A white t-shirt and a black one. They are that they are. However, I figured if I got you know, the best ones that I could find, not too long, not too short, just slightly cropped, not too anything, you know, just somewhere in between all of it, between all of the noise. I figured if I just got some very simple ones, I don't need to get too many others in the future moving forward. I can focus on fun stuff moving forward. Alright, we're talking about fun. Let's get to some fun. I have the Wilfred Golightly sweater in the color noir or black, and it has the pearlized black buttons as well. So like the Golightly sweater in I think it was Heather Chrome that I told you guys in the previous video. This one was there one day and it was gone the next, and now it's back, but it was sold out for 2 or 3 months or something like that. So when you guys see the Golightly sweaters in the classic, the grays, the blacks, get them while you still can. I've noticed that the Birch stays in stock a lot longer. Maybe they just stock up a lot more Birch than they do. Birch is like the cream color, cream white color. Maybe they just stock up a lot more of those than they do with the blacks and the grays. The Golightly sweater has that iris and Osmond? I don't know the name of the brand. You guys know the name that I'm talking about. I'll insert some pictures maybe. And Iris and Osmond sweater. It has those really great mutton chop sleeves inspired from the 1890s, so it has a fun 1890s twist. I might be the first and last person in history to say that the 1890s had a fun twist, but mutton chop sleeves were a very big deal. I think Elizabeth Borden time period, that's what I'm talking about. So that's where these mutton chop sleeves, some call them bat sleeves, they're originally called mutton chop sleeves, I believe, and that's whence they came. The fun times of the 1890s. What in the fast times at Ridgemont High is going on over here? Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. But those mutton chop sleeves, I'm for sure right about, you know. I am. Next, I have the Wilfred Devotion skirt. I nicked it my personal hot mess. You're gonna see when I try it on why. By the way, the problem that I had with this skirt, the other people who left a review, at least a bad review, said the same thing, that the zipper was bulging in the back. Other people said, oh, well, size down, size up. That will stop the bulging from happening. Neither one of those options were for me because, again, this is going to be sold out for the next couple of months. So I have an alternative, and I'm very excited about the alternative. It gives me the exact same thing that I'm going for without having to wait for 4 months. This is it, my alternative to the previous skirt, the Wilfred Devotion. This is the Babaton Ballot skirt in black, and I put them right next to each other in this video so that you guys can see side by or back to back just how they compare and stack up to one another. And I think that this is a perfect alternative that's currently available. And of course, if you watch this video in 4 months, then this is actually a perfect alternative that just fits right off the back. You can go with your regular size and you don't have to worry about sizing up, sizing down. If the zipper is going to bulge on you, the zipper lays perfectly perfectly flat, just the way it's supposed to on this skirt, and it's currently available right now, so I would definitely check it out if you guys are kind of trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do. Sorry, I'm just like flicking and stuff. That's how you know that I'm excited about the skirt. By the way, if I can figure out how, I'll put both comparable skirts right next to one another. Right now. Alright, how's the old phrase go? So nice, I had to have it twice. This is the Babaton Ballot skirt in the color Rich Mocha Brown. It's available in 3 colors and I have 2 of the 3. I got the 2 that I thought were the most neutral and were perfect for somebody who's I keep stuttering. Rebuilding my wardrobe. So just like on the photos on the website, this extra little bit of fabric that kind of makes it just a little bit of a 1950s inspired silhouette, just a tad, just a drop of 1950s. I mean, the smallest hint, you could almost miss it. I really like skirts, but it's hard to find useful ones, and I'm really excited that I found some useful ones at Aritzia. And by the way, both of the Ballot skirts have this silky finish on the inside, so it's just extra soft against your skin, which is just an extra nice little detail for you. And by the way, I did steam everything that you guys are seeing in the, sorry if it's stuttering. That to say, I actually don't have, I'm just doing that because I had too much coffee, to be honest with you. I actually did steam all of these clothes, everything you're going to see in this video before I film this video. That's why I'm not pulling anything out of these bags, because I've already ironed it for you to make it nice. So anything that you see that's wrinkling like this, just a little bit of a wrinkling issue, unfortunately that means it's just a little bit of wrinkle proof. I steamed it and then I hung it on this hanger and then I took it back off the hanger, so just a little bit wrinkle proof at the point in which I hung it. I kind of folded it over right here, that's why it's got the wrinkle, but other than that you shouldn't have to worry about wrinkles. It didn't have contact with the hanger anywhere down here and looked perfectly without wrinkles. Beautiful. Alright, so next we have the Babaton Talent skirt in the color Blake Heather Charcoal. And yes, Blake Heather Charcoal / Heather Dark Grey. And yeah, Blake, not black, okay, I said it right. But that to say, this came to be because it was half off. So I was really excited about the half off price. This was actually just in one of Aritzia's most recent ad campaigns. I'll include it right here, but for whatever reason, maybe they just had way too many of them. All of the colors, all 5 of these skirts, all different 5 colors of these skirts are currently on sale right now, so I'm not going to ask too many questions about why. It's not because it's bad or ill-fitting or anything like that. You guys are going to see how it fits in the try-on. I'm really excited about this. Sometimes I feel like maybe the items are just too expensive to start with, and maybe that's why they get marked down when, you know, it's a good piece, but maybe it's just too expensive, so they mark it down. And in terms of my personal style, the pinstripe worked perfect because I love the 90s and 2000s aesthetic, so this is just gonna work perfectly into my wardrobe. I'm cat sitting, so the talent skirt, just like the one that I just showed you, it was so nice. You already know, I had to get it twice. That to say, I love the Heather Chrome Gray. I think it's one of my favorite grays that Aritzia does, and all the colors were on sale, so I had to do it. And plus, I love having a light gray and a dark gray to choose from, and I think I got some really great staple pieces that is going to pair so perfectly with all of the different colorful tops that I'm adding to my wardrobe. I'm also trying to get more into colorful bottoms as well, but this isn't the late 2000s remember when everyone was wearing colored skinny jeans back then? So this isn't then, so that to say, I still feel like most of the stores, you know, the Mangos, the Zara's, the Aritzia's, the Uniqlo, where else are you guys shopping by the way? So I feel like those stores are mostly carrying neutral colored bottoms, your grays, your dark grays, your blacks, your browns, your greens, but we're not seeing a lot of color yet. So that to say, this is my way of trying to step into color for what the stores have available. You know, unfortunately, that's kind of how it is sometimes. We just have to get what the store has available or pick the best of what stores have available. So I'm glad that I can at least find some things that are not just black or blue jeans, you know? That's this. Alright, so next, I mean, I did say it was half off, right? So of course, not of course, I mean, didn't I just say that I'm trying to stay away from the blacks and the whites? I know, but again, I always tend to find tops are easy, you know what I mean? As long as you can get it over your head and your arms can fit into it, the rest is simple. I mean, at the very worst, the fabric's just gonna drape on top of you, am I right? But that to say, bottoms are harder to do. They're even harder to sew, I believe, which is why they're typically more expensive. At a place like Aritzia, unfortunately, most of their bottoms are upwards of, I would say, closer to the $200 mark after taxes. So that to say, I just had to switch my battery. My battery clocked out, and I realized that with this, the contour, let's see, this is a Flourish long sleeve contour top in the color Sumac Burgundy, and I've tried it with undergarments, without undergarments, a bra, aka. So I noticed that in some points of this video, the bra is showing a little bit on this side. This is my first time wearing it with a bra, and I don't know, I wasn't sure if size small contour items with the bra was gonna fit, but I don't know, looks alright to me. Alright, now for something that I'm the most excited about, I think. This is my pride and joy. This is the Constant coat. You guys know that I was struggling on Instagram. If you don't follow me, go ahead and follow me on Instagram right now. I was struggling for months to find the perfect coat. I was complaining that some coats were looking like a muumuu on me. Just, you know, the arms would end in a weird place. The length would end in a weird place. I can find so many problems with the coats. I mean, I could go on. Coats are so difficult to find a good one. Jackets in general. The fabric could be wrong. The neckline, like where it ends, could be wrong for you. Maybe it has too many buttons, unnecessary zippers. I could just go on and on and on. But this is none of that. It is the absolute perfect, like, Inspector Gadget, Patrick Bateman kind of coat from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. That's where I get all of my fashion inspirations. So this is the most perfectly classic type of coat. I've seen photos of men's inspired wear from the 1950s, 1960s. I mean, this is truly the epitome of a timeless coat, and I'm really, really excited to start my coat and jacket collection with this guy right here. Alright everyone, like I said, it was so perfect, you couldn't expect me not to get it in black. I was struggling, I wanted to cry, I wanted to pull my hair out. Just kidding. But I was very frustrated with trying to find the perfect, for me, the perfect starter jackets, starter coats. Because again, for some reason, for whatever reason, jacket and coats is the one clothing category that I can find a problem with. Most of them, I would say like 50% of the coats on this planet and jackets on this planet I could complain about, and I could tell you what I don't like about it. But the same can be said for this this Constant coat, for this beautiful, like, classic, very structured, very tailored silhouette. It is just absolutely divine, and yes, it's a part of Aritzia's core collection. That to say, in my opinion, as you can imagine, I believe it's currently my favorite of Aritzia's core collection in terms of their coats. I know that they've had this coat ever since I first started shopping at Aritzia, I believe, and that was about 6 years ago. So the Constant coat is for sure something that I'm gonna get in a third color and probably a fourth and a fifth. I'll stop at 5. I might even stop at 4, you know, if you're lucky. Okay, I'll make it 3 or 4. But for everybody who's still listening to me talk right now, leave me the coat emoji down below in the comment section. You don't have to leave any further context if you don't want to. You and me and everyone else listening to me talk right now will know what we're talking about. So there are more pieces that I wanted to show you in this video, but that to say, I know some of you guys have that TikTok attention span. I guess those of you with the TikTok attention span might not even still be here, but for those of you who don't, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram if you guys have not done so already, and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the next video, I mean. And I'm very excited to see you guys in the next one, and I'm really excited to be back on YouTube. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.